Hi Scorpio, today I am doing a reading for you, general messages for you. I hope that these resonate and these are messages for your highest good. I shall introduce myself. I am Emma and this is my channel, Chiron Intuitive. And yeah, welcome. Messages for Scorpio. So the theme of your message here is partnerships. This could be a connection here, particular connection, but I'm not really sure yet. So the focus here is stability here. There's something here about stability. This can also be something here about generations, family, legacy, a home. Okay. So let's see, what is the Two of Cups here for Scorpio? Your card is Death. There could have been an ending, a painful ending here. Could have been betrayal. There could have been an ending here for you, Scorpio, that really just put you in a mindset or a very fixed belief of, okay, I only should focus on me now. Like there was a betrayal where it's kind of like, I can't count on anyone. I can't, like I can't count on anyone. I can't trust anyone. I should only, like for now on, I'm only gonna focus on what I want, my needs, my own pleasures. Kind of this self-indulgent attitude, where it's just kind of like me, and I'm gonna detach from everything else that isn't for my benefit or for my own goodness because of, well, the reason is because you've been hurt. You've been hurt. Let me get 10 here. This could be a generational thing for you, where maybe you might see it in your family, or you might experience this especially when you're younger, right? This selfishness of others, right, around you. Very much even in our generation, I feel like just in our world, there is a sense of me, right? And this could have been someone you were dealing with, right? That like someone here was being selfish, and so it transformed you to have this mindset of, well, maybe I should start being selfish. You know, maybe there's a difference between like, you know, maybe I should put myself first, but then there's also the sense of like, let me put myself first, and like, who cares about everyone else, or who cares about, how can I put this? Like, I want to hurt other people for my own benefit. Like, it could be kind of like you turning into kind of, I don't want to say, I'm not going to use that word because it's very harsh, but like the bully, it's like that story of the bullied get turned into the bully, right? Where it's kind of like you want that sense of power that maybe you felt like other people had over you. Here, like an emotional power here. There could have been emotional manipulation here, but they're kind of like the sense of, I feel like it's something, especially you are a water sign, it could be like emotional manipulation. Like someone here had like power over your emotions, and maybe used that even against you, and you may kind of want to be in that state. I feel like for you, like I want to do that to other people, right? Or I want to have that power now because everyone does it to me. I heard it's not fair, right? You might feel like things are unfair. Here, this could be we have the 3 of Swords and the 10. So this could be like, even like a family type thing where like maybe it could be like within your family, but I feel like this is something about like, this is like trauma from your like generational line here. That could have been like the sense of like hurting other people because like I've been hurt, right? For some reason I feel like, and I feel like this is like a common thing with Scorpios because they do feel things deeply, and like Scorpios, people say like Scorpios are like manipulative and like there's right? But it's kind of like, if you have to like think about things like, if someone here is like, and I'm not excusing anyone at all, like any type of abuse or anything, like, no, this is a safe place. But there is a sense of like, there's sometimes where like maybe you've been in a victim spot in your life, like where people hurt you. Sometimes the only way, like if you don't have a healthy way to like channel that or like to cope with it, then it's kind of like you turn into that, like because you want that sense, like you feel like you've been done wrong, so it's like you want to get justice for yourself by like maybe doing it to others, you know? It's like, well, if people can treat me like this, then I can treat them like that. And so I feel like this is something where this could be even in your family. I feel like this could be like a wound, like maybe a lot of, I feel like Scorpios deal with, like I know Scorpios, and there's always a sense of like major like trauma and betrayal, and like a lot of people have done wrong, but the Scorpio I know, she's a sweetheart, and like I love her, you know. But like talking to her, like she went through so much like betrayal from people, and so I feel like there could be this thing like in families, like abuse and like all this like neglect and emotional manipulation, and like you're just kind of like, now you can be kind of in this mindset of like, screw everyone, you know. Yeah, you know, it might be hard for you to kind of actually like care for people or like take care of others because like you've been hurt. Some of you, this could be a mother, you know, like in like the feminine line of your family where like people took advantage of you. And so this could be like in more so like maybe like your feminine lineage, like especially if you're female, or you just have a lot of feminine energy, like you're more in touch with your softer side. And you being in touch with your softer side does it like, it's sadly people prey upon other people who are in touch with their intuition, their emotions, and their feelings. And so, you know, if you're, it doesn't matter like your gender or whatever, I feel like if you're like definitely someone who's in touch with their feminine side, it could be even harder for you because like you just naturally care about people deeply, right? And so like this can make it hard for you to connect with other people, maybe even be in relationships, because like it doesn't help, especially in our society, like everyone is just kind of screwing around, right? So yeah, it's funny, the world, right? I wonder if I would look at where you have Chiron even as well. That's why my channel is about Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid and it's tied to like mythology, but Chiron was essentially, Chiron in your chart is where you've been. There is a wound that kind of seems like it can never heal, but like you heal it over time, and essentially you have enough knowledge and, you know, maybe tools and resources to help other people who go through the same thing. And that's why my channel is called Chiron Intuitive, because I relate to that a lot. Like I feel like, personally for me, it's like I feel like all of us are healers and we can heal others through our own wounds, and this is like essentially the goal for this channel, right? To help you heal so you can heal others. And for you, you know, you Scorpio may feel like screw everyone, you know. But this is a wound that you have to heal, I feel like, and this is something that you are meant to kind of bring out into the world and help others heal from. Here, so yeah, so let's see the advice here from Spirit. But yeah, you need to really kind of focus on healing this wound, especially maybe your feminine energy. We all have masculine, we all have feminine. And so there's something here more so about your feminine energy, healing your feminine. So your message here. If you feel like everything you invest in always blow up in your face, once you heal this, things will change, right? Things will play out in your favor, but this requires you to actually kind of, I hate when people are like, bad things happen for a reason, and like, you know, but I do believe like the universe doesn't give you struggles that you can't overcome, right? They'll give you the resources and tool for you to overcome it. We all have our own wound. That's why we all have like a Chiron placement in our chart. We all have our own personal wound, and sometimes we have the same wound, right? And so there's something here about like, you may feel like everything you invest in blows up in your face eventually. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, and so the universe is saying, hey, like, this is going to change. It's not always going to be this way. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must go up, right? And that's kind of like life. So it's kind of like, if you've been in this place of like hurt, like things do change, and the wheels do change in the opposite direction. So if you feel like life has always been hard, guess what? Things do cycle through, right? You're on top of the world and then things come down. You know, life has its cycles. And so like, you might feel like this is a constant thing, that everything kind of blows up in your face, and you could be also waiting for like the other shoe to drop at times when maybe it doesn't. So that's why it's kind of like, you need to heal this, because you could be like waiting for things you invest in to kind of blow up in your face, right? And that's when you have that mindset, that's what you manifest, essentially. Your guides are literally all around you. They're helping you move from this, right? They're gonna help you move forward from this cycle of things blowing up in your face. But the thing also about the Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are changing in your favor. Like the universe is kind of trying to make things work out for you, but you kind of have to like work with the universe or meet them halfway, because this is like your higher self trying to move you forward from this cycle of just things not working out for you. But you have to like put in effort, right? You have to do the work, and the work is healing, right? Making effort, healing any trauma, wounds, you know, things that are causing you to get in your own way. And Spirit will handle everything that's out of your control, right? Yeah, bottom of the deck, you're being called to address, like I said, any ways that you are sabotaging yourself, right? Right, you need to actually critique and address, okay, how am I getting in my own way? How am I sabotaging, you know, myself? How am I, I'm repeating the same thing, but like, how am I getting in my own way? What are my self-sabotaging behaviors? What am I doing? Like, that's kind of the first thing you have to do. I always say it takes two to tango, right? Especially in conflict, right? It's not just one person fighting, right? It takes two to kind of do something here. Obviously, in not all cases, especially like if there's been any type of abuse or neglect and violence and stuff like that, like absolutely not. right? So yeah, you know, I feel like something here also is kind of like, the first thing is kind of like also, you might see everyone, because of this wound, and I relate to this a lot, it's like when people hurt you so many times, when you care about them, you can kind of like start seeing people as an enemy, or like feeling like the world is against you or everyone's against you. And that's why you get into this mindset of screw everyone because everyone's against me, so it's like me versus the world, when that's not the truth here. Like, we're all on the same planet, we're all on this floating rock together. Might as well tolerate each other, right? Make our lives easier, right? If we just tolerate each other. But yes, that is kind of what I have for you. Is I feel like it's like the universe, I feel like the message here is kind of like the universe is trying to move you out of the cycle, Scorpio. They're trying to really help, but you have to meet them halfway. And that is through healing yourself and addressing ways that you're getting in your own way. Anyways, that is kind of what I have for you. That is it, and bye.